Welcome back. We are here with some more problems on percentage. Different kind of problems now, or you can say our complication level has been increased a little bit. Okay. So, when you have to find a percentage of 10% of 260, what we do here? So this is an easiest one. So what method I have told you all in the previous videos, it's easy to find here. That is 1 into 26. Since two zeros are present, directly we can say it is 1 into 26, that is 26%. 26, that is 10% of 260 is 26. But if the problem is 30% of 260, then what we have to do? We have to multiply 3 into 26 and write the answer. One more easiest way I can tell you where, okay, this is, since there is a 0 here, it becomes again easier for us to find out directly with the method what we discussed earlier. That is 3 into 26, which is equal to 3 6 are 18, 3 2 are 678. Okay, so 30% of 260 is 78. But if the problem level increases little more, that is 80% of 564. Now the problem level increased. Here it was easier. We could directly 1 into 26, we wrote it 26. Here it was little bit difficult. That is 3 into 26 we did and we got 78. But here a little bit complicated one where we have to find 80% percentage of 564. So what we have to do? 8 into 564 and then we have to put a decimal point. So that multiplying 8 into 564 will be a little bit complicated. So again we can make it much easier than multiplying. So what shortcut trick we can apply here? Now 564, we can find out 10% of 564. That is easy. How it is? Just move one decimal point, that is 56.4. Since it is 0 here, what we have, there is no 0 here and only 1 0 is present. So what it is? 10% of 564 is 56.4. So we want 80%. So what we have to do? Multiply this into 8. Okay, then we can find it out and we can write 451.2. Okay, so when we multiply 56.4 into 8, it is 451.2. So this will be easier. So this level you will find it very useful in some more problems. Okay, so when we have to find 1% of 260. So earlier what we took an example, 10% of 260. So what we did? 1 into 26, or you can say it is 1 into 260 is 260, and when it is 10%, move just put one decimal point after one digit. So that is here. So it will be 26. The answer will be 26 when it is 10%. But when it is 1%, what we can do is 1 into 260 is 260, and since it is 1%, two zeros are missing here when we compare it with 100. So when we are comparing it with 100, 1 0 is missing here, so we put one decimal point after one digit. But when we compare it with 1%, two zeros are missing here. So what we can do? Put a decimal point after two digits. So after two digits means it is here. So the answer will be 2.6. So 1% of 260 is 2.6. Now you might be thinking this is very simple, but these things will be used in the further problems where we will see the complicate level increases. Now for example, next problem, 5% of 260. Now if I have to find 5% of 260, so what we can do is, we know 1%. what will be 1% of 260? Moving 2 decimal points, it will be 2.6. Then 1% is 2.6. Then 5% means to get 5%, multiply this into 5. So we get 30, 13. So it is 5% of 260 is 13. Okay. 4% of 348. Okay. So in this, first what we can do, first find out 1%. 1% of 348 is how much? 34. 3.48. 10% will be 34.8. 1% will be 3.48. So 4% means multiply this into this number, that is 4. So 4% of 348 will be 4 8s are 32, 4 4s are 16, 19, then 12 and 1, 13. So point after 2 places, so it is 13.92. So 4% of 348 is 13.92, easier. Or traditionally what we do, 4 by 100 we write, and then 348. Instead of that, directly we can do like this. This I am writing because it will, since we are doing it for the first time. Once you understand the things and you are practiced a lot, directly from this step you can write here. Okay. Then 6% of, we'll see the next problem. 6% of 564. So we know what is 1% of 564. 1% is how much? 5.64. We want 6%. Multiply with 6. How much will get? 24, 36, 37, 38, 30, 33. So, and a point after 2 places. So, in one step, we got the answer. So, 6% of 564 is 33.84. Okay. So, what is 7% of 348? So, try this for homework.